looking to keep it going here tonight in FedEx Forum. And welcome in good hands just off of Beale Street, Doc. I did make him feel much better in our coaches interview when I told him that he coached and now has his hands full here in Memphis.
Will be tested by John Morant. And then as a result of that...
Grizzlies are shooting the ball. It was 126-114. They would fall to the Pacers. The ball is up. The game is on. Last 54 minutes. Lasted nearly 2.5 times that. Paul George launches a mid-range.
Get an uncontested look.
Morant, two-man game with Valanciunas, and he knocks it in on. We lead 4-2.
Valanciunas.
Be a good test for Zubats. Nice feed inside to Crowder. 6-2 start for Memphis. Yikes. Make it a 9 by the Clippers. They do have a handful of deflections early on. Here's Paul George in transition, bouncing into defenders.
When that smaller offensive player feels the longer defender, he has to try and take.
Has all 6 of the Clipper points. Screened by Zubats. He set a few great ones last night. Paul George.
Valanciunas went after the shot, kind of took the contact and backed off the floor.
Valanciunas gets it in.
I apologize. I wasn't that angry.
Corner 3 for George. He's had 10 threes in his last 2 ball games. Zubats with a
Exactly what he did last night to Dallas.
Second overall pick behind Zion Williamson, yet to play. Jaren Jackson, the 4th pick.
Hook, love his skills.
58 games last year. Harkless left alone. That provokes a 3.
Credit for setting that back pick.
Zubats swivels his way to freedom. Next, by the way, Pat Beverly with 4 assists here in this first quarter. Jackson stymied by the rim, gets his own rebound.
Well, Jackson beat Harkless off the dribble initially, but Harkless...
Zubats tries to get the 2 right.
Small man in the house. Maybe come and give him help.
Bounces to Magruder. And floats it with his first bucket. And the Clippers lead by 1. Jackson with the...
To get out there on him, make him put the ball on the floor.
Playing, which is so 180 from what Clipper fans are used to see. It was quite a juxtaposition of styles, but...
When you try to do something just because somebody else is doing it, you better make sure you have the same players as Allen Moore.
His first was back in Indianapolis. Trez charging in on the rookie. Clark, count it, and a foul.
Talk about overpowering some right. Well, he makes it look like he was going right, then comes back left, but finishes right.
He waits to the last second to give it to Trez. 3 minutes. Allen. Valanciunas
over the top of Trez that time. Difference in size.
Who reaches out and swats it away. Morant. Goodrich lead. 5 to shoot. Lou finds Trez. And he lays it in.
Immediately, there it is to the open spot. And then the small guard coming from the weak side has no chance.
The ball to start out this second quarter.
There you go.
I said unlikely. I didn't say impossible.
Piece, deflection, long arms up there, challenging.
Season hasn't even put up a shot yet. Turnover Memphis. Here comes Terrence Mann dashing back the other way. Undaunted.
Bad low pass. And it cost Mann that shot. He had to grab it quicker.
Dylan Brooks. First turnover for just the second time. Morant to Valanciunas, and he punches it in with a...
Take a look in the open floor. Morant understands exactly where everyone is. Just kind of...
sluggish start to this second quarter. George bullies his way to the rim. Wraparound pass to Montrez. Magruder pretends to shoot to 3. Then drives the lane. No, but Montrez
back and finishing on the second shot opportunity.
Lou Williams talking to him and working as his mentor.
Jamie thinks you're right. It is not a news.
Well, how could I claim it if the team was claiming it?
You could just take the receipt, put it on your taxes, and let them write.
I thought about it.
You feel bad. And more. There's a lot of high school football coming up over the next couple of days. Jones makes a pair of... Clippers by 2. Out in front by 1.
You see Paul George, my fault. He never elevated to challenge the shot. He let him shoot it like it was a free throw.
Mo Hart. Let's see what Valanciunas did. There was no need. It was a unanimous. Green for three. Got it. He knows he's in the three. Ball movement by the Clippers. Zubats alone inside. From behind, they'll count the basket on the goal.
The glass. He takes it up, puts it on the glass, and then you see the hand come and affect.
In the second quarter. Green with a two-handed grab, lays it in. And
how about Patrick
Beverly in this first half? Jones, the floater, wiggles through.
Yet he knew he should go over and try and block the shot.
Magruder rips the court. Jones, another floater, and the same result. Above the arc after hitting 10 threes last night in the first half against the Mavericks. Presented by Marco. Clippers turn it over. We finally got the telestrator to work. It was like putting an anchor. Beverly for three in transition. And
again, see if they can force another turnover.
Montrez, Brooks, giant steps down the lane. No, and the Clippers have time, a whistle and a foul, and that'll...
Dylan Brooks. Jared, a step back three. It's through for 2-1.
Aaron Jackson Jr. very comfortable behind the three-point line.
Paul George, that's a three. And down to Dallas. Morant works to the baseline and finds Valanciunas, who can't hit the chippy, and then taps. High pick and roll. Morant floats it in the lane and followed it around and in.
But 2 times, be able to put back the offensive rebound.
Woo. Paul George hits a three.
You can get it back on the cut.
Valanciunas against Zubats puts it in.
I like that, partner.
Jaren for three. Around and out and tipped in. Tips out to George. And Patterson will try again. This time he makes just 5. Patterson in rhythm in his 10th season out of Kentucky. Guarded by Patrick Patterson at the moment. And on the overplay, Magruder, the steal and the lay-in.
Partner, so you don't have to try to get him the ball again in the half court to set your set up.
Crowder off the curl, banks on it. And that lollipop pass stolen by Morant. Showtime! 11 turnovers, 4 his leg. See if we get any word. Patterson for three. It's another one.
Defensive purposes.
No.
He's putting in the game to stretch their bigs to try to see can they get him out.
Morant, beautiful save. Beverly wins the 50-50 ball and finds Patterson. Valanciunas got Harrell in the air. Dump off, and Clark with a finish. Lou Williams, a catch-and-shoot three. And then a second one later in the period. Lou Williams drives, wraps it around. Harrell lays it in. Rebound. Marco. Over the three. So for Brandon Clark and Dylan Brooks, and now the Grizzlies turn it over. And man slam. Leonard. Morant against man. Valanciunas 4-3. Bingo! Brooks and Morant. He got that last rebound. DB with the layoff. Jonas. Accepted by Morant. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Jump ball behind the back. A scoop and scores. Morant trying to shake free from Beverly. Shot clock down to 3. A deep 3. Morant. Bingo!
Up there by Morant.
Harrell turns the corner and lays it in. Crowder. An open 3. Bingo! Lou Williams. Jackson in. Valanciunas out. Crowder for 3. Bingo!
Everyone that has stepped on the floor has contributed.
Harrell in traffic forces it up and in.
You'll take the personal foul, you'll take the team foul, but you really like the basket.
Solomon Hill for 3. Yes! 5 from the line tonight. George pitches out. Extra pass. Lou Williams, a straightaway 3.
Minute mark, another turnover here.
And a lob for Harrell. Grizzlies will take downs. Paul George for 3.
I'll tell you this much.
John hangs in hit. Valanciunas is back into the ball game. Brandon Clark is out. Morant. Williams. And picked off by JaMychal Green, who will get it back and slam it to tie the game at 1:30.
Floater to a straight up and down floater.
Morant with 10 in the quarter. And Paul George answers. with a lead. Lou Williams drives. Corner three, Beverly. Williams. Shot clock down to 2. Williams creating and tipped in by Harris.
We talked about the offensive rebounds in the third. The ball must have been tipped.
Ball was tipped.